Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Freezy talking about the most expensive steak and starting a video out in front of the steak is crazy, gang. We gotta lock in, man. If you're not already locked in on some Big Daddy Freezy, really get your life together, bro. Like, I know that it must have been crazy growing up, having to drag your mother out of those crack houses and all the times you've been just doing weird stuff with your life. But listen, you too can find God, okay? You too can discover greatness and what it's like to have a virtuous, awesome life, okay? And by doing so, you follow Freezy and he will get your life together, okay? Roger Dodger, shout out my boy. Let's lock in.
All right, so you're probably wondering how I got here. And well, that's a great question. Let me take you to the beginning. It's important that I take you through the journey that led me to eating the world's most expensive steak. So what we're gonna do is trial out several different price points for steak and see, is spending $6,000 on one steak really worth it? So we're headed to a place called Flatiron. This is known as one of London's best budget steaks. I think it's gonna run you about 12, 13 pounds for the steak. We'll see.
Oh, that's not bad at all. That's definitely budget.
That's how you know you're in a serious steak gaff. Oh, beef dripping popcorn.
Why is it so tight?
This place is already off to a good start. I'd polished off that beef dripping popcorn, and now it was time to order my
See, a
steak.
big, sexy nigga like me, I could never fit in there.
Flat iron steak with chips and cream spinach. In my opinion, the steak, and that's what this video is about, is extremely important, and that's really what we're going to be judging things off. But I feel like the sides have to be good as well, because rarely will you just have steak by itself. The steak here is £14, and that's all you get. It's just a flat iron steak. Now this place is called Flat
just
Iron,
by
and
itself,
the reason
no
for that is
sides?
because their main thing that they sell here is a flat iron steak, which is actually a cut of beef, and it's from the shoulder of the cow, right? It's the top of it, and it was originally became super popular because it was just like a cheaper version of the classic tenderloin, but it's still nice, juicy, and there's not loads of fat on it. And this right here is definitely
if it's supposed to be a bargain, why don't I get no sides? Cause what are mac and cheese at? The green beans.
Right. Let's see. I asked for medium rare. The first thing is, do they give it medium rare? To a look. Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, look, that's exactly how I like my steak. Some might say that is more medium than rare, but regardless, it looks very good, and I'm certainly not going to complain. And then, like I said, the sides are just as important. Cream spinach looks premium. Let's give this a go.
I don't know about cream spinach on the side, though.
That, for £14, is very good. Very, very good. It's clear that it's not quite the same quality as your good fillet steaks, but for the price, this is a no-brainer. This is really good. Genuinely really good. All right, that is me absolutely stuffed. That was really good. For £14 for the steak, there isn't loads of it, but it's good quality. It's relatively cheap as far as steaks go, and the service and everything was nice. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, that's a good starter.
Maybe an 8.
It's a good base.
I don't know, I can't decide. And look at this, with this, you get a free... I have to wait for someone to do it. The best way to finish off eating a steak. Ice cream. Okay.
Your boy Freeze is just hungry.
Hawksmoor. This place is widely renowned as a top spot in London to grab yourself a steak at a reasonable, excuse me, trying to do an intro here, a reasonable price. It's not cheap, but it's certainly not the most expensive. All right, so a steak here is definitely more expensive than the Flatiron place we went to. This is £45 for a fillet. Now, admittedly, it's probably about double the portion size. This thing sits at about 300 grams, so that's worth keeping in mind. This place is known for its sides. The sides here is what a lot of people talk about. Let's give the steak a go and see how this stacks up. 45 quid. You'd be hoping it's something that you'd remember.
Damn.
Because it's certainly not cheap.
Certainly not. That's almost outrageous.
Devin breeding on that. Thank you very much. This is awesome.
Nah. My bad.
So this right here is a 45-day aged fillet steak. That's for medium rare. Shall we see what we've got? Down the middle.
Nah.
Look at that. Let's give this a go. I'm so excited.
Look how tough it is. At $45?
This is gonna sound so weird, but that is meaty. This is a great steak. Time for the peppercorn sauce to go on top. Chip test of the peppercorn sauce. Here we go.
Those are like some good fries,
Top
though.
stuff. Peppercorn sauce, 7 out of 10. I told you guys, when it comes to steak, the sides are just as important. That's the best cream spinach I've ever had.
Why are we getting
that's
spinach?
unfortunately not up for debate. While this is genuinely a phenomenal meal so far, we do have something that makes me so sad. 200 ml Coke. Stop doing this. Please, just give me a regular size. Stop scamming me.
Like, what even is that?
This is my biggest pet peeve. This is a scam. All right, I devoured
Why
that
would they?
steak.
Like,
That was
you're paying
seriously
$45 and they'll
good.
give you
Let's
a
talk ratings
half
here.
a glass
I think
of
for
drink.
me, the actual steak itself has got to be like
He
a
still had to
solid
order a
8.5.
side drink.
It was
Look at that.
really, really good. As a whole package meal, the best cream spinach I've ever had, and the chips were top tier. It's gonna push it to a 9. Unfortunately, I can't give it a 9.5 or a 10. The reason for that is because of the damn Coke. Stop scamming me with 200 milliliter Cokes. I'm tired of it. But otherwise, an absolutely phenomenal meal. And I'm
I would've
willing to
finished
say
2
I'm
of those
happy to
before I even
pay
got my food,
£40 for that steak.
What the hell?
All right, so that was Hawksmoor. Big fan of that.
That's some
Very
bullshit.
impressive. For this next spot, I'm gonna have to get dressed. Guys, I'm doing a bridge section. Oh. It's an ambulance, so I'll let that one slide. Anyways, for this next place, I'm gonna need to get dressed into something a lot nicer than what I've got on now because it is spinning.
For some chewy shit, like, bro, if I slice into a steak that's $45 and my knife doesn't just slip through
one
that
of the
shit,
wealthiest in the entire world, and more specifically, the most expensive in London.
It has more
Look at the
Michelin
whips
star
in that bag,
restaurants
boy.
than you could ever imagine. This is where billionaires and some of the biggest celebrities will spend their time dining.
And the name of this steakhouse is Cut. Hopefully I'm dressed for the occasion. I still
heard of
think
that.
no matter what, I've underdressed. Let's go. I can already tell the atmosphere in here is slightly more premium than the previous places. I feel out of place, if I'm honest with you. Although I dress nice, or I tried to. Looking at the menu, it's already way more expensive. But we have here a very famous one that a lot of people will be already aware of, which is an A5 Wagyu beef. That's what I've come here to try. It's going to set me back £174. So definitely a step up from our good people at Hawksmoor. The sides are looking expensive. This is going to set me back a fair whack. We're off to a great start. Hawksmoor, take notes. Big Coke. I'm a big fan of a big Coke. Just put in the order. I think it's already come to like 220 quid. My
Yeah, I'm
collar
about to
keeps
say
popping up
200
because
quid.
that's the
You
vibe
gotta,
that it is today.
They better
I really
be giving
hope
me
this
a
is
big
good.
Coke.
By the way,
in
this
that
is
shit.
only 180 grams. Keep in mind the Hawksmoor steak was 300 grams. I could get 4 Hawksmoor steaks for the cost of one here. I could also get 13 flat iron steaks for the cost of one here.
What?
I mean, it looks good. Let's get a look at this inside. Are we ready? Oh my gosh, this thing cuts like butter.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I asked for, bro. You saw how it just slid through that shit?
Genuinely like butter. That's unreal. I do believe that Wagyu, too much of it can be a bit off-putting, but this is a perfect amount. Might have just ruined the whole thing. It's good cream spinach, but it's not Hawksmoor good. Hawksmoor's cream spinach is still the best I've ever had. All right, so this is it, the final bite, and this is my 9th bite I've calculated, which means this is a
With the
20 pound
rocks out on the table?
situation.
Nah.
I'm gonna have to give this one 8.5. Now it's a 9.5 steak, but in no world can I justify 180 pounds. So it knocks it down at least 1, taking it to 8.5 out of 10.
And the atmosphere ain't even good in there. Like, it's
Right,
loud
that
as shit in
wraps it
that
up. That was
motherfucker.
Cut.
Might as well go to
my
Applebee's.
word, that was an unbelievable steak. Happy with it, but it was 180 quid just for the steak. I'll be honest with you, the sides, the cream spinach, it wasn't as good as Hawksmoor. The steak was unbelievable. Now, of course, at 180 pounds, look, it's not for everyone, that's for sure, but it was phenomenal, and the service in there is top tier. Isn't that right?
Fuck off, man.
Never mind.
Fucking weirdo. Oh, right around the corner?
I've arrived. Cal isn't here, shocker. He's late, but you can't be late to this kind of place. And look at it. You've actually got to ring a doorbell to get into this place. It's called Aragawa Is that correct? I mean, to be honest, even like just having the camera outside the restaurant is like, I'm worrying because it's so bougie. Like, but I guess I should go ahead and ring the bell because we can't be late. This is way too fancy for me.
Are you like pulling up to somebody's house?
Ah, there we go. Hi, hello.
Now, there's only one chef in this kitchen, and he's known as the steak master, Kazuo Imayoshi, who is the original steak master in Aragawa's Tokyo location.
Look at the plate, the menu, look at that. Have you seen American Psycho? Yeah. Where it's like, oh, it's Cillian Braille, or something like that.
And the lettering is something called Cillian Braille.
Hey, well, look at what it is.
By the way, I was just wondering, you're good to go halves, yeah?
How are you having your steak? You having it very rare, medium rare to rare, medium rare,
580.
medium to medium well done, very well done. Congratulations.
Wait, what do you think you would say if I went, yeah, well, very well done?
Now, this fine waiter gave us a whole rundown of the meat, the Tajima beef, which comes from a very specific breed of cow called the Japanese black cow.
In Japan, they divide the ram in 3 pieces. You have the large part, which is the ram. You have ichibo, which is the other part, and the other part is called hoshin, which is by the tail.
Oh my God.
I'm excited for this. It's hard to believe
Niggas
that
are
this
paying
isn't going
that?
to be the final one. We still have the most expensive steak to do.
This is £900.
See, but the thing is, see the way you invite me to your videos.
Holy
What am I doing? I'm acting like a circus animal, and I'm bringing you here, yeah, and I'm literally giving you this is your dream.
I am the perfect client to be here. I know my table manners. I learned in one of your videos.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's absolutely cooking here.
You know, I dine eloquently, sir.
Eloquently?
Yes.
Or elegantly?
Eloquently.
I don't even know if that's the right word.
While we were messing around, the steak master was getting to work. He had said that he actually listens to the sound of the fat dripping off of the steak to understand when the steak is ready. No timers and no thermometers.
Here we go, Chip.
Holy.
Here we go.
Damn.
So this right here, and that for their Chip, is a 1,000-pound steak. So we're gonna try that now. Wow.
That shit looks so juicy. Oh my God. You see how it jiggled on the plate? That shit was like some ass.
So my biggest complaint with Wagyu is it can feel quite sickly after a while, and it's not very nice. This is an absolute level above. It doesn't have that taste at all. Wow. That's crazy.
That's good meat. Nice to meet you.
So on both me and Chip's plate here, we've got roughly 1,575 pounds worth of steak on both of us combined.
Wow.
Now, one Aragawa steak would get you 6 steaks from cut, 23 Hawksmoor steaks, and 72 flat iron steaks.
The rump is
That is so
nuts.
cool being able to see how it adds up like that.
And there's a last bit right now.
I finished this shit 25 minutes ago, pal.
I've never seen Chip eat that quickly in my life.
That was good food.
I need a rating from you.
On the meats,
On meats only.
yeah, I just have to go like as high as I can go without giving it a 10. I'm genuinely like 9.5.
And I would have to agree with Chip. I'm giving this a 9.5 out of 10.
9.5, baby. Take a look at it.
Now, honestly, this was truly the best steak I've ever had so far. We've still got one more to go, and it's the most expensive steak in the world.
I feel like you got to give that
Can
a
it be
10
better
then,
than
right?
this? I don't know how.
If it's the best
but
you've
I'm
ever
ready to be
had,
proved wrong.
what else can you
Cheers
say
to
is
good
a
steak.
10, if not that?
Thank you.
You know what's funny about coming out the door there? It feels like I'm just now back in real life. I won't have a steak like that again.
Ever again.
Well, we've got to go and try the most expensive steak in the world. And when I say we, I mean me. Chip, it's been a pleasure having you here.
bro.
I need to go
really
and do
be
this
on
myself.
niggas.
You sure?
You sure?
This is it. Pol Mart, the home of the most expensive steak in the world.
All right, let's lock in, baby. Let's lock in. Sorry, I had to talk to Pops.
I gotta see what this is about.
We'd finally arrived at Polmard Butchers, the home of the world's most expensive steak, and I was instantly
was he talking
introduced
to
to the
the-
man that is running the show,
Oh, okay.
Alex.
My father opened
I was about to call him a
this butchery
butler,
in
my bad. No
1976.
disrespect.
It was pretty special hearing directly from Alex about how this butcher's had been passed down generations through
look at the
generations, and how he fully
glizzies,
hopes
dude.
that his children will continue on the legacy.
And my wife is pregnant.
Yes.
As a
So another generation. There you
It's a
go.
boy.
Yeah.
The beef I'm eating today was from 2015. It's been stored for 9 years.
So what happens in 2015? You then freeze it.
Yes, exactly. After aging. The aging process
Yeah.
for this one is 62 days. Polmar meat is not the best meat in the world because for me it depends on what you like. Polmar meat is the first meat in the world who all the pH, the oxidation and the juicy is controlled. I was lucky because my father teach me his philosophy.
And then you're gonna pass that down onto your child. And
Damn, I would love to hear him
generation.
talk
And
about
you're
this in his
hungry.
language.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm
I bet
ready
he,
to go,
like
man.
the
I'm
way that
very
he was able to
excited.
just put that.
Yeah.
I feel
I
honored
bet this
that
nigga
Alex
loves
is
this
allowing
shit,
us
bro.
to experience this beef here with him
Like, he
today.
talking about
it's
that
not
shit like
everybody
it's
that
like
gets a
some
chance
fucking-
to try this, and he's
I
very
don't know, like,
selective
the
about
way
who
he talk
gets
that
to
shit,
enjoy
bro,
his vintage
damn.
beef.
Here for the
Oh, hear this
vintage
nigga talk
beef,
about some more meat.
you
What
have
the
two
fuck?
different parts. The name is chapeau.
That's fine.
Here you have a beautiful
I ain't
fat.
never loved
You
something in my
will
life
eat
like that.
The fat, 9 years old.
Yeah, 9-year-old fat.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm gonna eat any fat, it better be 9-year-old fat. I mean, that sounds kind of strange,
What?
but you know what I mean.
And you will eat raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important we understand where this beef comes from and how it gets such a high price tag. So earlier in the day, Alex had actually given us a tour of the farm and where he keeps his cows.
This building
Yes.
is the most important. The food is very important for the aging process because I can control the quality of the fat and I can control the juicy of the meat.
So this is food.
Exactly. You can eat, huh? It's good for the human.
What?
But after you need just to drink a little bit wine because you need to refresh your.
Always wine.
And now we go to see my co.
Yeah, I'm excited to see them. The best.
He referred to this place as the Ritz-Carlton for cows. It was incredible.
Bonjour, ma belle.
Wow, they're beautiful. Hello.
They're fucking
Big
huge,
one.
too.
Yeah.
Crazy to see. They obviously live a very good life. It's like the Maldives for the cow, you know? Oh,
She loves to lick.
oh wow. Boy, that tongue is rough. It's amazing, you know. Okay.
You stay here
Yeah.
and we can make a massage for the co.
Don't make me
Yeah.
act up.
This is crazy about a massage.
Go on my left, like this you can. Bonjour, ma fille. Bonjour. And
So muscly.
Yeah, come.
She moved her tongue just like
Careful
Atomic's
with your
mom
shoes
did,
and
bro. I just saw
like this.
something a little different there. I got
She like-
excited. I was like, fuck. Wow. Atomic mama be hitting that shit, boy.
Yeah,
Such a strong cow. It's beautiful, you know.
yeah. Hola, hola.
Amazing.
It's a little bit rainy.
These guys have a better life than us out here. This has been a pretty wild experience, honestly. The cows, I genuinely became friends with one of them. Now, we're doing
He
this in
can't defend
reverse.
himself. I'm his father.
So, let me show you guys what it was actually like to eat the food. So here we go.
Oh my God, I thought they were
Look at
about to
that,
just cut
man.
it open right there.
That looks unbelievable.
What the
Is it weird
fuck?
to feel, I feel a bit nervous.
Don't think about
That's all
something.
you get
Don't
for
think about
$6,000?
Just think about this.
The meat and you.
Okay. I'll just put the full work in.
What the fuck?
Wow. That is so good. So good. It just melts in your mouth already, considering that it's raw. That is genuinely amazing, yeah. This is how I imagine very high quality beef to taste, yeah.
Thanks.
It's
That
amazing,
shit
yeah.
oiled the hell up.
Elegant meat.
Yeah, it is. It's so hard to get across to you guys without trying it, but
I just don't understand how niggas be that hype about meat, bro. You ain't tasting shit in that goddamn meat. It's the oil and the goddamn cabbie and shit. Like, what are we eating right now? What are we talking about?
it's like the perfect blend between earthy and it melting in your mouth.
Just amazing. I don't eat a lot. I taste all piece, but every time it's a magic moment.
I've never had beef like this before. It really feels like you're eating a muscle, you know.
Alex was keen for me and the audience to understand that there is so much more that goes into this level of beef than meets the eye. It's the knowledge that has been passed down through generations and generations that has led to this level of beef.
Right, I reckon this bite here, it's probably like a 300 quid bite. About that. Now we haven't had it cooked.
There is no fucking way. There is no fucking way it's 300. Like, what are niggas? What?
Yeah, we've had it all raw. It's a 9.5. And you guys are gonna kill me. I was kind of hoping to come here and be a little bit like, yeah, it's good, but it's not that good. It genuinely is.
The fact that this nigga paid $1,000 more for this fucking, not even $1,000, nigga, like $5,000 more for that meal than the other, and then gave this nigga the same vote as he did. Like, what? Like, how is that not a fucking 10.5, 11? Like, what are we talking about?
The best raw beef.
He was about to bust his nuts over that goddamn beef a second ago. What is happening?
That I've ever had. Still yet to see it cooked though.
Now we will cook the ribs. You can see it's a very different taste and it's the same meat.
Now, he was absolutely adamant at the fact that he keeps it crispy on the outside and actually cold in the middle.
I love this. I'm just watching a genuine world-class chef.
What? How?
Make the best steak in the world, and I'm just sat here like this.
What?
Oh yes, absolutely. Oh wow, look, it's on fire.
Normally, it's good.
Normally it's good. Yeah, you'd hope so.
Nigga made bacon?
That's incredible. Genuinely. Chip, I know you wish you were here. And I'm so sorry that you're not, because it's genuinely the best steak I've ever had.
What?
Your father did a good job.
Yeah, yeah, it worked very well. Yeah. The meat of my father and mine are different because I killed the
Kinda freaky shit.
more before.
Earlier.
Early. My father was, for me, it was my father, but my best friend too. But now I can say thank you to my father.
Yeah. And for this beef as well, you know. Well, safe to say I definitely hit my protein goal today.
This experience was something I'll never forget. Getting drunk, smoking cigars, and just having an incredible time.
That was good. I'm happy with that.
As he lectured me on the intricacies and the delicacy
that's dope
of
that he got to
making
get that
the
close.
world's most expensive beef.
Let me tell
I
you,
still
at the
think
end
that
of the
shit
day,
was
we're
ass,
looking
though.
for some ratings. We're looking for some numbers. This, to me, out of 10, in terms of steak, I've never had better steak. It is exactly what I was hoping steak was going to be. I'm going to give it a 9.7. I can't give it a 9.9 purely because I don't know what else is out there in the world. I haven't tried every place. What an experience. And also, shout out
You gotta
to
have
the
a starting
fucking
spot. You
legend
gotta
that
have
put
a
this on,
starting
because
place.
I've never had a better experience.
So that shit was ass. That shit was ass. That shit was ass. I feel so disrespected. Nigga just literally showed you what a 10 was. And then he said, I can't even give it a 10 because I don't know what else is out there. What the fuck? What? No, you gotta make a 10 so then you can set the standard. So when you try something else that's better, you say, oh, holy shit. Now we gotta rethink the scale. You know what I'm saying? You gotta draw it back. Come on, bro. Come on, Freezinator.
Anyways, have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Yeah, they wildin'. Yeah, the Japanese dude definitely won that. He won that 100%, bro. That was easy.